Summertime means backyard barbecues, good times with good friends, and that would not be possible. It's impossible without a trusty grill, right? There are all kinds of grills on the market, but Weber's Kettle Charcoal Grill, this thing has stood the test of time, and it's been nearly unchanged over the decades for a very good reason.
Our photojournalists, Todd and Ed, they got to see how it's made.
Hi, my name is Jason Crisp, and I'm the Director of Operations here at Weber. We are in Huntley, Illinois, where our main manufacturing plant resides. The facility is about 644,000 square feet of manufacturing space. Today we're going to take a look at our 22-inch original kettle and basically how it's made from the point that it comes in as a flat blank all the way through the packaging process and out the door. So the first step here is the draw, where the blanks are robotically fed into the stamping press, where the first operation actually forms the bowl into the desired shape. The next step of the operation is called the beading process, where we take the excess material left over from the trim and roll the edge over into a nice bead. From there, we will go into the pierce operation, where the damper holes are pierced into the bottom of the bowl. The final operation is our welding operation, where the bowls are placed into the welding fixtures, where we place the handles, the leg couplings, and the grill straps in, all to be welded to the bowl. The main kettle we run in bowl and lid sets because that's how we pack them. So you will see on the line there is a lid and then a bowl throughout the process. Right now we are in the enamel powder room, where the parts are entering the powder booth. The parts will actually coming out looking like they are gray, and as they go through the furnace at 1530 degrees, they will actually end up as a black unit. So we are now in our enamel wet spray color area, where we turn all of our normal black kettles into color kettles. Let's take a look at how that's done. The product is placed on a spindle, which will then rotate as the sprayer applies a nice even coat of color enamel. It actually goes on in a wet form and then will instantly dry, and then it is hung onto the furnace conveyor to go through the curing process one more time. The parts now are headed back off through the furnace. They will have to be sent back to be refired, as we have just put a second layer of porcelain enamel on them. So Weber was founded in 1952 by George Stephen. The story goes he was doing a bit of entertaining at his place over a brick oven, and the food didn't come out quite the way everybody wished it would have. So he thought to himself, there's got to be a better way to do this, and then hence the Weber Stephen had started. George Stephen was working at a company called Weber Metal Works, where they manufactured metal buoys. So George tried to figure out a way how to make a really good charcoal kettle out of it. So he started tinkering with it, and that's kind of how the original kettle was born, out of a metal buoy. We are Chicago-based. We also have a plant in Zabrze, Poland, and with some affiliates also over in Asia as well. So now that the parts have come out of the oven, it's time for us to take a final inspection look at them and get the parts ready for the packaging team to go ahead and put them in cartons. Today we're packaging the 22-inch original kettle. That's what's currently flowing down our line right now. As the cartons travel down the line, components are strategically placed inside of the carton. Right now, our team is assembling and installing the bowl damper blade to the bowl. Several of our folks here have a lot of long-term work history here, and a lot of these folks have worked at multiple locations throughout the Weber business. Several generations in some cases. We have folks here that have upward of 45 to 50 years of seniority with the company. All throughout the process, we have different vision systems and scales to help validate and verify that we have placed every component inside of each carton. We are a seasonal business, but we'll average between 6,000 and 9,000 kettles manufactured per day, or between 1 and 1.5 million kettles annually. As the finished boxes come down the assembly line here, they will travel over to our stacking machines, which we will stack them up, stretch wrap them, and load them in a truck and send them on their way. This is where everything wraps up. Again, what we saw earlier is a flat blank of steel to a finished product. Typically, we're working 4 to 6 months out, again, so we can go ahead and manufacture them and get them into warehouses ready for the spring and summer sales. Over the years, not a whole lot has changed with our original kettle as it originated in 1952. There's been some upgrades and some modifications to it, but the ease and simplicity of operation and just the pure enjoyment you get out of it with family and friends, and what a great meal you get to share with everybody. We've been making these since 1952. They have withstood the test of time. Weber is a legendary product. You know, anywhere you go, anybody that you talk to either has one or their family members have one. Certainly is an iconic brand, been around for a really, really long time, and people really, really enjoy cooking and enjoying other company with our products.
Very well done.
Extremely well done by Todd and Ed. Could not have told the story better. But the fact, Anthony, that they produce like 10,000 grills a day.
I thought they were going to say per month or per year. 9 or 10,000 a day and a million every year. I cannot even believe that. The economy sometimes just blows my mind. Oh, wild. Very well done, Ed and Todd.